What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of 2am in Sweden. I'm one of your hosts of the show, Hayes at AO Shifty, with the one, the only Steven at Steven_Springs, or on Instagram, Steven_Springer. Steven, how you been? How's life going? How was your home away from home time?
Yeah, I went to State College last weekend. It was good. And before I forget, I was probably gonna save it to my what you got, but I might forget about it. Mason, this is a random side note. Mason has done 2 swim meets in the last 2 months, and we found out tonight that he set seven records along the way in those 2 swim meets, 5 in one and 2 in the other, and all the kids the 6 and under age group. So shout out to him.
Shout out.
He's also the only one that did half of them, so the record was his anyways. But that's that. Yes, went to State College this past weekend to see my family, link up with Jay Hill, do some shenanigans as always. Nothing too crazy, no one was. It was spring break for Penn State, so no one was really there. So, obviously hit up Sheets, hit up Champs, hit up all the spots. I'll be back in a month for the spring game. Reminds me, Quick Slants will be picking up soon in the next couple of weeks. I got to run through the roster. I got to look. I don't know half the team anyways because they're all from Iowa State. So I got to go learn the team, see what's good, check in with Jay Hill on that. Start spring practice yesterday. Spring game is a month and 2 weeks away. So I'll be up there for that. But we'll have some quick slants coming up in the next handful of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But
Beautiful.
The other thing that I'll just get out of the way now. Got some swag from Jay Hill, obviously. I've been waiting to get this for a minute. So I got a Titleist hat, just a random golf hat. This is nothing to do with Penn State. He just gave it to me. Little Fiesta Bowl flat brim. Got another Fiesta Bowl hat on, gray one. This is a really nice pullover to the hood. It is the nicest thing that I've gotten from him, probably. I might not ever take this off. Shit is just, it's too this is all straight from this is not Fanatics gear or whatever. I love that. Got some sweatpants. Got the date on them, all that. I mean, mad comfortable, bro. Mad comfortable. The finest threads.
It's funny because I see the logo on half of them.
Got some kicks. If you see, so the other thing about the gear that I get. So for those of you who don't know, my roommate from college is now the director of player development at Penn State. So your boys the hookup, which also is good for the homies too. Christian has benefited from that as well at times. We all the gear that I have is from old players and coaches. Guys who have transferred, gotten fired, whatever. They're not taking their shit with them, right? They're to their new school, so they just leave it behind. Locker gets cleared out, room, all that stuff. So your boy gets all that. These are from our defense coordinator last year, Jim Knowles. These sneaks. This pullover thing is from our running backs coach. Got a sick polo. Obviously, big ass Penn State logo. This one's sick too. This is nice little long sleeve.
You just took the whole locker room.
Yeah, bro. Look. I mean, this shit. I have this same shirt, but it's not the same. This is different. This is just nicer. This one, this one, bro. The one I have on is my favorite, but this one might be close second. Right? Got the quarter zip fleece thing, that Jordan brand. That one of one type of thing right here. Not no one else has this. So shout out to Jay Hill for the hookup as always, dude. So that's pretty dope. So that was my weekend. Also got to take a tour of the football building and the weight room and snag a cup of coffee upstairs and see all the trophies and whatnot and the setup they got. So that's another one of the benefits. We just walked in. That's where his office is. So it's a good hookup, but that was my weekend.
That's solid. Mine was just regular chill. What I was the excitement of this weekend, Steven, the Eagles got red rifle, and that's all that matters. If this was
about Andy Dalton,
10 years. Yeah, we are.
My
If it
man.
was
Damn.
like 8 to 10 years ago, this would have been like the biggest thing that they talked
Yeah.
about. But right now,
Man,
yeah.
Anthony
So they
Bourdain.
traded him for a yo. So when I first heard the news, thought the same exact thing. They traded him for a 2027 seventh round pick. He went from
2027
being,
seventh round pick. Wow.
yeah,
That
I know
probably won't even be theirs in 2027, right? Like they'll probably trade
it
that too.
probably won't. Yeah. So the Eagles traded that to the Panthers. Andy Dalton's there, which I guess they had Kenny Pickett in years past. They've had other random quarterbacks as their backup. So maybe that's good. Of course, you hope that your quarterback doesn't end up getting injured. Just in general, if Hurts got injured, it would be a bigger thing. But Andy Dalton's good enough. One of those things that a lot of people don't realize, and this is one of those only in sports, but it's also in society. If you just do what you're supposed to do, shut up, just do whatever it is, don't have a lot of issues and drama, you can stay and coast in the league. Steven knows this better than anyone. Charlie Batch did it. Andy Dalton's one. Andy Dalton's 38 years old. Another one that just gets around is Joe Flacco. So a lot of these backups, Russell Wilson partially did it, but Russell Wilson's rubbed people the wrong way. But the main ones are Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco. Of course, Charlie Batch can do it too. And Mr. Tommy DeVito. He's another one. He gets around. Just do your backup role correctly. You can make a good paycheck.
Chase Daniel.
Backup quarterbacks, Chase Daniels. Exactly. Another one. Solid time you can have in the league just by doing it. So now what it is Jalen Hurts, Andy Dalton, and then Tanner McKee. You can all guess who the backup quarterback really is going to be over there.
Andy Dalton. Good for him.
Yeah. So other part that I wanted to bring up in terms of the NFL side of things, I was looking at this earlier. They were talking about the highest annual salary NFL player contracts. Could you guess who is number one
this year?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott?
Wide receiver, man. I said the top wide receiver annual salary contract.
Oh, you said wide receiver. I think he's the highest paid player.
No.
Jamar Chase?
Yes. Jamar Chase at $40 million. You probably know number two then.
Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson, $35 million. Number three is a little tough.
DK?
Ooh, okay. You're really close. DK's fourth. CeeDee Lamb is third. At 34. Yeah. DK's 33. 32 is Garrett Wilson. 32 is Terry McLaurin. 32 as well as AJ Brown. 30 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know if you'll ever guess the one that rounds out the top 9. But if you know anything about what's happening, this player hasn't even played and he's just getting paid.
I don't know.
Brandon Ayuk.
Oh yeah, good call. He signed the $100 million deal.
$30 million.
That's crazy to not even play. Only in sports.
Only in sports. You don't even have to touch the field. Not do your job, and then you end up getting that money.
You're not even in the building, bro.
No, they don't want you anywhere close to them, and you're able to end up just doing that.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing on terms of the sports side. The other part that I wanted to bring up is the Dolphins. Steven, you and I talked about it, but the Dolphins traded Jalen Waddle to the Broncos for a first-round pick. The domino effect to this is AJ Brown has been dangling out there for essentially 2 first-round picks. Now this makes it a little more realistic that they at least could get 1 first-round pick. Before we go into dead cap and all that stuff, what are your thoughts for the Dolphins side and also the Broncos side of this deal?
The Dolphins are paying everybody.
$165 million.
So many people that they're paying. I think it's good for the Broncos. Obviously, it gives Bo Nix a lot of weapons. They just needed. I don't know if Jalen Waddle's number 1 receiver. I think he probably is. He's probably better than Courtland Sutton, but like, I think it's closer than you think.
Yeah.
But I think that's a very good pickup for them, for sure. They just needed more weapons around him. They have a great defense. Don't love it being like a first-round pick. If he was like a top 10 wide receiver, he's pretty borderline, right?
Yeah.
If he was, I would say that's fair, but first rounders are always tough, man. You gotta be hitting on some gold there. And I don't know if they are. But I do like it for the Broncos.
So I fully agree because now you have all the weapons needed for Bo Nix. Bo Nix has nothing left but to succeed at this point. You have all the receivers, you have the running backs, you have the tight ends. So a lot of things should end up going right for them. One part that I do want to bring this back to is so the salary cap for most of the teams, well, all the teams is $301.2 million. $165 million of that $301 million is dedicated to dead cap from players that are not even on the team: Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Ramsey, and Minkah Fitzpatrick, just to name a few. So again, we talk about this all the time, but only in sports can you be bad at your job and then still end up having a job, or someone else has to clean up the mess. Do you know what they would do to me at my job if I blew through millions of dollars and just didn't have anything to show for it?
You'd not have a job, and you probably wouldn't get another job.
100%. Nobody's giving me another job. It's just going to spread like a wildfire if that has ever happened in terms of that side of the house. But clearly they can do it over there. Other part that I want to just go into now, we talked about a lot of the NFL side. I know people are like, all right, we really came for one topic and one topic only. If you look at the banner down below, you'll end up seeing we're going to dive into college basketball now. First part about college basketball I do want to talk about is the teams who spent the most money during 2025, roughly 2026 season in college basketball. This is not including NIL money. This is just in terms of operational and then salaries and stuff. Steven, could you guess who the number one program is that spent the most money? I will give you a hint. It's in the Big Ten.
In the Big Ten? Michigan.
Yep. No, they're not even on this list.
Whoa. Who is this? I don't know. Purdue?
No, Indiana at $32 million.
They didn't make the tournament.
I know.
That's crazy.
Number 2 is Tennessee, which they always spend a lot of money. Later down the road, I'll tell you guys a story. I've started to mention some of it, but we have close ties to Tennessee over here on this side. But 23.1 million. Arizona, number 3 at 22.6 million. Texas, operational cost 22.4 million. UConn, 21.5. This one's a little obvious because of the talent that they brought in. So of course the coaching staff is up there. Arkansas, 21.2 million. Right. Michigan State, 21 million. Kentucky, as usual, 20.7 million. Auburn at 20.5 million. And then Louisville to round out the top 10 at 19.8 million. Another part just to bring up is Penny Hardaway did get to stay another year at Memphis, but it did come under some things of, all right, you got to change the program around. It can't just be the program that you had in years past. So we'll see how long he really does get to stick around over there. But for right now, he is still there. Another thing we do want to talk about on this side is the APL American teams. So at least I'll speak for myself. I did not follow a lot of college basketball during the year. Probably towards the end of the year, I followed more because I had no idea how good Darius Acuff Jr. was. Like he's one of those ones, and he's not even the top-rated person coming out.
He could be. Yeah, I don't think he'll go number 1, but he could be.
Steven, the way he just ran through that SEC tournament, like Steven, it was just one of those that Coach Cal knows how to get them. He knows how to find them. And
point guard.
Yeah, they say it every single year. But to round out, so for the top 5, well, first team, All-American team, you have Toppin, Boozer, Lendenborg, Debonsa, and then Acuff. Any of those stand out to you, just looking at it?
No, those guys were a problem all year. Boozer, dominant, unanimous. That's kind of surprising. Yeah. He'll probably be player of the year. I'd be surprised if it was anybody else, honestly. Me being a Carolina guy, shout out to Caleb Wilson on the second team. But Acuff, dude from Michigan, he's a problem as well. I think that's probably why they could win it. But all elite players would love to see one of those guys go on a run in the tournament. You always want to see something like that. We'd love to see Acuff do it, go on a little run, carry Arkansas to the national title game. But yeah, no surprise. If you watch any college basketball, those are the only names that pop up consistently.
Yeah, 100%. Second team, you have Fears Smith from Purdue, Wagler from Illinois, Iowa State, Jefferson, and then Caleb Wilson from North Carolina. So you got your Carolina blue guy over there. Third team, shout out to Texas Tech. They had 2 players in the basically top 15 players in the country. You had Anderson, Falon. Speaking of which, the other Bama guy, did you hear about the Alabama shit that happened?
I did. Yes. That's kind of a wild story.
The deeper part is they brought up so many things about Coach Oates in the sense of his track record of all the players that he has had just run-ins with the law. I forget sometimes of Brandon Miller, Miller, they just like slide that under.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then also Keaton Flemings, and then the homie from, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, from Florida. And then Gonzaga actually had a guy too. So to round out the top 15 in terms of first, second, and third team on that side. Of course, kudos because of Carolina. Caleb Wilson, that's someone that they're saying also can be a top 10, easily close to top 5 pick. Do you think he's playing in the tournament?
Who?
Caleb Wilson.
No, he's out for the rest of the season. Yeah, tough break.
You don't even think a miracle would happen if they made it to the championship?
I mean, never say never, but
I know he's
from what I've heard, he's out for the year.
Yeah. So next part, and so a lot of people like, oh, Hayes, you've been quiet for a minute. Dude, what I'm about to show you guys, I've been working on this probably for like the last 2 to 3 weeks. And it was all because of March Madness. So anyone that knows, I do a shit ton of sports betting. And where is it? Okay. So I do a lot of sports betting. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Spectacular. So I do a shit ton of sports betting, and what I've done is essentially created a bot. For anyone out there that doesn't know, I had to code in the background, created a bot, created it into Telegram to have it trigger and let me know when various different whales or people of different sizes place different bets on a platform called Polymarket. It's very similar to what happens on DraftKings, what happens on FanDuel and stuff, but I created it just to focus on all bets that are happening during March Madness. And my goal is, you'll see it at the bottom. I'm going to use a small bankroll because I want to see if this ends up working out. I'm going to use $200. And what it's going to do is I can only make 8 to 10 trades. And the 8 to 10 trades have to be based off of all the formula that I create in the background for these different triggers, whether it's the different games. And so if it's a large enough bet that somebody put in, then I'll definitely do it. So if you look at this one, and this is a channel that I'm going to open up to people. For anyone that ends up seeing this, just let me know. I feel free. I'll let you guys in, but I'm going to cap it at a certain amount. For example, something like this. So somebody put $41,000 on the game tonight of Miami, Ohio. For anyone that knows, they're currently the underdog. They're only like a 26% chance of them winning against SMU. So they put $41,000. Number one, they have to know something, regardless of what the odds are showing. Sure. If you're putting $41,000, you have to know something. So then my recommendation, with the formula I created in the background, you can either monitor it or a small follow, but the suggestion is $41,000 that they put down, me $12 based on the 200. And then smaller bets will all be here. So clearly, like a lot of people are putting money on Miami of Ohio. Yes, they are the underdog, but it does show something. Something else is they're betting on Lehigh. They don't really think that Prairie View is going to win in their game that they're playing. And then the interesting one that I did see earlier, again, another one, Miami of Ohio. But you start to end up seeing a lot of like the VCU Carolina game or like Navy Wake Forest. You'll see a lot of those. So this is what this is. I'll let you guys know every single round how this ends up going. But this is definitely something that worked a shit ton of time to get it to this point. So now people can end up coming into it. And then we can go into the next thing that I know a lot of people have actually been here for.
I'm not even sure how to respond to what you just broke down. So I'm just not going to. We can just keep it moving.
Look.
No, you're good. No. I know, you're good, bro. That was impressive stuff. You're good. So just keep your voice. Oh man, that's funny.
So that's the first thing. Now we'll get into the other side of the stuff, and that is the tournament. I brought up what I was doing on terms of like the poly market and pulling a bot together on that side. What we also have done, and I worked in the background, is I created roughly like a group bracket. So Steve and I are going to go through every single game together on this one. This is going to be like our community one that we have. For anyone else that joins it, just make sure to subscribe. Once we get at least like 20 people in, I'm going to say the rules again, but once we get at least 20 people in, there's no entry cost. Everyone's just joining in. Whoever wins after we have at least 20 people have joined will win $30. So it's free. All you have to do is just test your luck to see if you think that you are going to beat everyone else in it. Steven and I are both going to do just random different brackets we'll put in. Of course, if we win, nobody's going to win the money. So the goal is just to try and do better than what we do. But just going through the games, we'll start with the East, and we're going to run through it pretty quickly. So Duke and Siena.
Duke.
The other thing is, do you want to do all around the 64 or just do a whole region all the way through?
We'll do the whole region.
Okay. Ohio State, TCU.
TCU.
Okay, that's probably the first difference we have. St. John's, Northern Iowa. So there has been a good amount of money that has gone towards the Northern Iowa side. But who do you have? It's roughly 17% chance for Northern Iowa, 84% chance of St. John's.
St. John's.
Kansas against California Baptist Lancers. 90% chance. Yeah. Louisville, South Florida.
South Florida.
Okay, so South Florida has a 35% chance of winning. Louisville is 66% chance. Michigan State against North Dakota State.
Michigan State.
UCLA and UCF.
I'm going to go UCF.
Yeah, so UCF has a 32% chance. This is all based on poly market, and then 69% chance for UCLA. But again, underdogs do happen. UConn and Furman. I think we're going to say the same.
UConn.
So we'll just start at the bottom. UConn, UCF.
UConn.
Michigan State, Louisville.
Michigan State.
Okay, so a lot of people start to bet on Louisville. I mean, have bet on Louisville losing that game to South Florida. So we'll just see what happens. Kansas, St. John's. This is one of those blue collar games. Oh, really? Okay.
St. John's.
You don't think Darren Peterson comes to play?
I'm riding high on St. John's this year.
Okay. Duke, TCU.
Duke.
Duke, St. John's.
I got St. John's.
Okay. Michigan State, UConn.
I got Michigan State.
Okay. So then Michigan State, St. John's.
I got St. John's.
Okay.
We got two legendary coaches in that one as well.
Yes.
Pitino and Tom Izzo.
And Tom Izzo. Yep. I don't think it really matters between this game, Florida and Lehigh or Prairie View.
Florida.
Clemson, Iowa.
Iowa.
Okay. Clemson's 44% chance. Iowa's 56% chance. Vanderbilt, McNeese. Are you gonna go at Aura?
I'm gonna go Vanderbilt.
Okay.
I mean, you could. Hey, if you feel good about McNeese, go ahead. That's it. That's the 5-12 matchup. There's always an upset there.
It is. They have a 12% chance of winning. I don't think it's going to be the same. Fun fact for everyone that didn't know. So the guy, Aura Ahmad, he did go with the coach to NC State. Some shit happened in the background, so he ended up going back to McNeese. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's the guy that comes out with the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska, Troy.
Nebraska.
Okay. North Carolina, VCU.
Carolina, even without Caleb Wilson.
Yeah. Trimble is nice.
He is. He needs to have a big tournament.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, the drink of the day is just a margarita. Illinois against UPenn.
Illinois.
St. Mary's, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
So the odds for that one, Texas A&M 41% chance, 60% chance for St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Houston, Idaho.
Houston,
Texas A&M.
Houston.
North Carolina, Illinois.
Carolina.
Really? Okay. Vanderbilt, Nebraska.
Vanderbilt.
Iowa and Florida.
Florida.
Okay. Florida, Vandy. SEC.
Florida.
One thing I want to stop on Vanderbilt. Do you remember when Jerry Stackhouse was their coach?
I do. That was a hot second.
Yeah, and it was super fast, and they ended up letting him go super quick.
Yeah.
And look where they're at. Carolina, Houston.
Houston.
Okay, you think Sampson's going to do it? Florida,
Yeah.
Houston.
Well, it ends there because I got Florida going back to the Final Four.
Okay.
Shout out to the Gators, bro. Shout out
to
my mom, Florida alum.
Yeah. Shout out Arizona, Long Island,
Arizona,
Villanova, Utah State.
Shout out to my boy David, Villanova grad, but I'm going Utah State.
Really? Okay.
Really?
So the odds for that one are Utah State 55%, Villanova 45%. So
Boom.
It's matching with what the odds are saying. Wisconsin, High Point.
Ooh, I'm going High Point. There's the upset.
Okay. So the odds on that one are Wisconsin 81%, High Point 20%.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Hawaii.
Ooh, shout out to Hawaii.
Sorry, Hawaii.
You're going Arkansas, Hawaii.
Yeah. Arkansas 91%, Hawaii 10%. BYU, Texas.
BYU.
Okay. Do you believe that they can make a run?
Yeah, I think he's good enough. Despania, whatever.
Yeah, Debansa.
Sure.
Gonzaga, Kennesaw State.
Ooh, Gonzaga.
Okay. That's going to be an interesting game, those two. Miami, Missouri.
I'm going Missouri.
Okay, Missouri is 45% chance. Miami is 55% chance. Purdue, Queens.
Purdue.
North Carolina. Purdue, Missouri.
Purdue.
BYU, Gonzaga.
BYU.
Okay. High Point, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Utah State, Arizona.
Arizona.
All right. So one thing I'm going to bring up, you have a shit ton of 1s and 2s and a 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reasoning behind this so far?
No. It's just like I literally go by. So there's been a handful of dudes on Instagram that put out like these random graphics for teams you should pick or reasons why and like stats behind it, and like how many times this happened for this seed and all that kind of shit. I will kind of like, I don't want to say study, but I will look at those for like, a hot second, kind of, take a mental note of some things. And then just based on the college basketball that I've seen and watched over the season and like the highlights and like the numbers, I'm just going with a gut pick. I have done very well. Like I finished in like the top, like the 90th percent, like or above, like not every year, but like decently close. When Carolina won it in 2008 with Ty Lawson and them, I was in the 98.9 percentile for that bracket that year. Best I've ever done. I was like number 7,000 on ESPN.com. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. So it's not just like shits and giggles. Like I take a little pride in this. I'm tired of being in brackets though. I'm tired of being in like tournament challenges. I'm kind of over it. I think this will be the last year I'm going to do it. This is the last year I'm going to do like ESPN.com shit. I'm done. I'm just going to watch it.
Really?
So anyway, it's not going to happen, but I'd like to think so. Anyway.
No.
Where are we at?
You can join our fantasy football league with our dynasty.
No, I'll get kicked out of that one too.
Arizona. BYU, Purdue.
BYU.
Okay. Oh, that's a big one. Arizona, BYU.
I'm going Arizona.
Okay. And to round out our Final Four team, first off, I'm a little disappointed that Howard UMBC had to play each other in the first 4. When could you have just let one of the teams from around here actually make it around?
No.
They were like, let's just get him out right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. Michigan, Howard.
I got Michigan.
Georgia, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Okay, St. Louis is 43% chance, 57% chance is Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech, Akron.
I got Akron.
Okay, that's 26% chance Akron, 75% chance Texas Tech. Hofstra, Bama.
Bama.
Tennessee against SMU or Miami of Ohio.
Tennessee.
Virginia, Wright State.
Virginia.
Kentucky, Santa Clara.
Kentucky. Shout out to Santa Clara, though, home of Steve Nash.
Shout out. You're right about that. Iowa State, Tennessee State.
Iowa State.
So I'll tell you guys this now. So Tennessee does not have the best track record of going far. Sometimes they get random losses. If Tennessee wins their game, I will tell you who on Tennessee my mom actually used to teach. If they lose, we'll just never know. But next game, Kentucky, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Tennessee, UVA.
UVA.
Alabama, Akron.
Akron.
Really? Okay. You're believing in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Michigan, St. Louis.
Michigan.
All right. Iowa State, Virginia. So we're going back to it. So you have another 1, 2, 3. So in a lot of these, you have a 1, 2 and some sort of other, but you have a lot of 1 and 2s. So let's go.
Virginia.
You think they're going to do it this year? At least win 2, 3 games?
I think so.
Okay.
Surprise team.
Next.
They were not talked about all year.
I hope you're right. They haven't. And that's the thing. Whenever they're not talked about, they go far. Whenever they're talked about team, they lose in the first round. Michigan, Akron.
Michigan. And I got Michigan winning that one.
You do. All right. So do you want to say, first off, you have 3 number 1s. Can you explain this?
I think those are the 3 best teams, the top 3 teams in the league, in the country. I think Duke has a couple injuries. I don't know. Just something I'm not sure about Duke yet. I know they've obviously been probably one of the most dominant teams in the country all season, but there's something about them right now I'm not sure. And Florida just did it last year. It's hard to go back to back. UConn did it right before them. Like, it's hard to do it, but I think they got some dudes as well. But do you want me to give my national title game?
You can give these 2 games, and then I'll hide this. We'll talk about this in the background.
All right. I got Florida playing Arizona.
Ooh, okay. So we'll leave it at that. And then Steven will tell me, so we'll lock it in. But the only way you'll be able to figure out who he actually chooses for the end is if you end up signing up to end up joining our league and do that with us. Other than that, I do want to end up bringing up one other thing. And I brought up Polymarket before. This is something I'll care for more than a lot of people. So they have something called a situation room. So Polymarket, they opened up a free grocery store in New York. And they opened up something called Polymarket Situation Room. It's going to open up on Friday, actually. So if anyone is ever trying to figure out where the hell I am, I'll probably be at this place. I'll show it to you guys just in case anyone was curious about it.
Looks like a pretty wild experience from what I saw.
Yeah, so they have, this is crazy in itself. You just have a whole ass globe of different political things and geographical things that are happening in the world. Back here, you have the stock tickers. It's overstimulating,
bro. Like the 2 wrong people are gonna be there at the right time, and shit's gonna just explode on a near constant basis. The amount of people that are gonna get like drunk and thrown out of there for like fighting or whatever is gonna be amazing.
Oh, absolutely
amazing.
Insane.
I can't wait for cell phone footage to show all this.
Dog, like, you just have a random ass bar. The bar is going to be the worst thing that they have
just
here.
Politics, bro. People just screaming politics left and right, just getting fucked up.
These 2 screens up here just going to mess up everything. I saw so many videos of people saying they're going to be treating this like a horse race when it comes to various different political things going on. Absolutely not. Then this is oil, because oil's been like one of the biggest topics going on out there. So for anyone on the East Coast, I know your gas is over $3, probably over $3.50. So yeah, it's not pretty. Yeah, it's not one of the pretty things in the world.
Yeah,
that's the last thing on that side.
Speaking of gas, real quick, this is probably the only thing I got, honestly. Jay Hill had to fill up his car. First of all, we woke up Saturday morning.
Jesus, I know that's expensive.
Yeah, we woke up Saturday morning to go get a lift in, and He had 9 miles left in the tank. 9. We got to the gas station, and it was like $125 to fill up his truck. I was hurt, bro. I was hurt. I was hurt for him. He gets him back in the car after putting the pump away. He's like, "Fuck, bro." I'm like, "I know, dog. I feel for you, man. That's tough."
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Do you have anything for the people, or that's it?
What you got? That's it. Quick, another shout out to Jay Hill for the gear. Like,
shout out.
When he got the job, I asked him 2 questions. Well, 1 question. I said, "I'm happy for you. Congrats, but like, what's in it for me?" Like, your boy's got to have some sort of like, we're in this together. And he said, tickets and gear. And I'm like, done. I don't ask for anything more. I don't ask anything less. I don't ask for like field passes. I'm good with the tickets and the gear because I get 2 tickets. He's got, more than enough most of the time, and I get gear. So shout out to Jay Hill, bro.
Yeah, shout out. So I have 2, maybe 3. The first one's a funny because Steven, if anyone remembers, he's been talking about his goal he's trying to hit by May. So I told him I was going to tag along and end up hitting like 315 as well. So I put this in chat GPT. I said, all right, chat, I got to have to hit this goal by May. This is what I've hit in the past. And they're like, this is a pretty aggressive goal that you're asking for by May.
Yeah.
They're like, we could try for 305, but 315 might be a little bit more.
245 today for 5.
That's good.
So we are, I would say 3 actually. 3 were like legit. The last 2 were kind of shaky. The last one was with the spotter. And before he unracked it, the spotter said, "I hope I can get it if you can." And I was like, "All right, bet." I'm like, "All right." So it looks like I'm going to push through this, no doubt. So I got 3, so I'll take that. So it's gonna 315 is gonna not be a problem. I'm very confident with that.
Yeah,
just gotta keep doing it now.
Exactly. So that's the goal on this side. I think it'll happen. And my other thing is, so 2 episodes in back-to-back weeks of 2am in Sweden will be in Sweden. So I have to make sure to do this by then. I'm not going to do any of this shit in Sweden because of the fact they do it in kilograms. I'm not going to even know what.
No, it's not going to make sense. You're going to hurt yourself.
No, it's not going to make sense at all. No. So the goal is before that ends up happening. The other one. So I was not going to tell everyone where I was. If you know, but where I was this weekend, I was on a train for a little bit. Just had to end up taking public transportation to get from point A to point B. Not that far. There was a lady on the train, and Steven, I'm going to tell you the story, and I want you to tell me who you think the person is that they were yelling at. So this person was going off because apparently person on the phone missed their flight to wherever said destination was. And then they said out loud in front of everyone, "Are you fucking serious? Why are you the one crying? I should be the one crying because you're not going to be here for my special day. Figure this shit out on your own because I'm not going to help you. You're pissing me off that I am not going to be able to celebrate my special day because you end up doing this. You missed your flight. You ruined my whole day. Your energy is wrong, and I'm not going to talk to you." Who do you think the person, the person that's saying all this? That's the obvious part. Who do you think is the person that they were talking to?
I'm guessing, like, I feel like that was someone getting married, right?
I feel it either had to be a boyfriend or a sister. Like, there aren't many people
that could react like that.
Yes.
Someone's getting married.
Not saying that.
And someone fucked that day up. And what did the old lady? Did the old lady say something to her?
There was no old lady.
Wasn't it? You said something about it. It was the lady next to you.
It was the lady.
Oh, I got you.
This is the lady next to me that I heard the whole time.
How do these things always end up happening to you? Like, I swear on everything that I know. I know a ton of people. I know a ton of people that travel. I know people that travel like every like twice a month. No, and I don't hear any stories. And like, I feel like if people had stories, they would tell them about flying and like transportation. Yours are just like off the rails. Just like there's no
Yeah.
reason for that to happen. Like there's no reason for that person to be next to you, or like any of the flights you take. Again, like I said last week, I'm never flying with you. That's just bad. Like, yeah, I don't say you're bad luck, but like, come on, you gotta look yourself in the mirror, bro.
Dog,
You know,
I tell this to everybody I fly with. I'm like, you probably don't want
you
to be with
gotta,
me, so it's
yeah,
just
you
gonna
gotta,
happen.
like, you, like, yeah, it's like,
Yeah, and I say it.
yeah. I mean, you're a problem on the flight, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I tell everybody, I call it KYP, know your personnel. I already know what I'm
Yep.
going to get into, so you all need to do it too. The last one that I do need to say, because Stephen, it impacts us a lot. Have you heard about everything going on with TSA in terms of the long ass lines that have been happening?
Yes. So, yes, I pay attention. I see what I see. I don't dive into it, but I have seen the pictures, and I haven't read anything, but like I see the pictures and like about all the lines, and it just looks so bad.
Insane. Yes.
Like, dog.
Yeah,
If I show
it's
up to the
not a
airport,
situation.
like with my family to like go somewhere, and like either like didn't know, or like didn't know it was that bad, or like whatever, or like it caught me off guard. Whew, boy, like trip is canceled. I'm not doing that.
I'm done.
Ain't no,
So
the people who are waiting those lines, bro. Like dead ass. Like how important is that flight that you're taking on a scale of 1 to 10? Where are you at with that flight? You need to get it. That you need to wait in like hours upon days. Come on.
I know.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So I could tell everyone this now. I couldn't at the time, but the last week in February, I actually went to Atlanta. And I was at the start of this TSA shit. Mind you, so I was leaving out of Atlanta on a Saturday. That Friday, I drank a good amount. So you can just imagine me 7 o'clock in the morning being in the goddamn TSA line, 3 people asking me, like, hey, do you know why the lines are this long? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to
Yeah, I
get
don't
through.
fucking
I
work
just
here,
want to
bro.
sit down. Yeah. And they're like, are you sure this is the right TSA? And it was TSA pre-check. I said, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, we just got to wait here. And so now I see those lines. I feel for those people because I was annoyed, hungover in the morning, dealing with my version of a busy line. That shit, there's no way I'm dealing with that.
Bro,
Absolutely not.
like it's bad enough to wait in line by yourself, man. You know, and like you're stressing about God knows what, and then you
Yeah.
gotta like, yeah, no, I would if I showed up to the airport and it was like that, dog, I would lose my mind. My wife would yell at me, and then I would go off on my kids, and then we'd leave.
Yeah,
Because like,
absolutely.
no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to wait in those lines.
Yeah. So that's all we have this week. Next week, at least the first, second round of March Madness would have happened. I'll keep you guys updated on how the bot ends up going for anyone that ends up joining the league. Well, the bracket tournament challenge that we're in, you'll see what Steven ended up choosing for.
And you have to
this
join it by
bracket. We'll have our
tomorrow
own.
at 12:00.
Exactly. Yes. So we're putting this out tonight, so everyone should be able to have it probably by the time this whole recording is out there. But until next time, we out.
Peace.